Right, where do I even start? Toyota, although one of the fan favorites, has been missing from most of the modern racing games. Right now, there's a big debate about why Toyota isn't in the upcoming Need for Speed Unbound. And it's not just Toyota, it's also Audi and Hyundai that pulled out. But this exact debate already happened on multiple occasions over the years. In this video, I'll go over the possible reasons and proofs as to why Toyota isn't in Need for Speed Unbound. The absence of Toyota is no news. The last time their cars appeared in a Need for Speed game was in 2015 for the Need for Speed. It's also missing from games like Assetto Corsa, Project Cars, Grid, etc, etc. But before diving into the possible reasons, I'd like to explain how car licensing works for video games and particularly multi-game franchises. By the way, Black Panther also made a video about this with some very good points, so if you're interested in hearing more about this issue, check his video out too. I'm pretty sure you knew about it already because, come on. The way licensing works, simply put, is that a game company such as EA contacts a car manufacturer with a request to put their car or cars in EA's game. They have to show them the sketches, the stats the car is gonna have, what mods the player will be able to use, and so on. This is nowadays the reason cars like the old Beetle and the old Golf are in the games. So a car manufacturer isn't faced with the fact that their car is the slowest in the game. Nobody cares about 50-year-old models, they can take the spot. And this is also the reason why supercar brands such as Lamborghini and Ferrari don't usually allow too many modifications on their cars, as they want to sell the idea that it's a crazy fast thing even when stock. During this part of the negotiations, they work out the exact stats, price in the game, color options, and so on and so on. When the deal is done and the manufacturer agrees, the game studio is then given the license to use the car in their franchises, usually for a set period of time, like 5 or 7 years. This is a crucial fact to know in order to follow this video. We don't have much evidence nor any statements as of October 2022 answering why Toyota isn't in Unbound, but we can roll back to 2019 when the discussion about why Toyota isn't in Heat was at its peak. A random James posted on his Twitter quote, "Where is Toyota in the new Need for Speed game? That's a real missed opportunity." To which something that no one expected happened. Toyota UK replied, quote, "Not there. You can find our cars in GT Sport, which doesn't promote illegal street racing." Weird emoji. This was posted on August 20, 2019, and the whole community went mad. Just look at all these articles and posts, there were just too many. Also, the official Need for Speed Twitter replied, "Nerds!" Which is just hilarious, I love them. But the point is, way too many people took this answer for granted and the truth. And honestly, if you ask a casual racing or an NFS fan why Toyota isn't in the new Need for Speed, this is probably gonna be their answer. It simply spread like a disease and it couldn't be stopped. Toyota's PR department went absolutely crazy. There was so much chaos at those meetings, the lawyers must have gone mad. The very next day, on August the 21st, Toyota UK posted a long thread on Twitter, starting with words quote, "About last night." You just know this is gonna be amazing. Let's just read the whole thing. "We love that you want to see our cars in all your favorite racing games, and honestly, we want the same thing. Most of us in the Toyota GB social media team fell in love with cars through games like Toka, Daytona, and Gran Turismo. One of us even has fond memories of pole position on the Atari." Officially, Toyota Motor Corporation has no concrete plans to license its model range to any other games besides Gran Turismo Sport at the moment. When you challenge us to ask why Toyotas don't appear in your favorite racing games, we don't want to reply to you with a generic message, but we're currently limited to what we can say, and yesterday we got our response wrong. We'll be really excited to share our future plans with you as soon as we are able to. In the meantime, whether it's Gran Turismo Sport, Forza or Need for Speed, keep on racing. Boy, I'm about 130% sure the guy that posted this was fired the next morning. So there we have it. An explanation that illegal street racing isn't the reason why Toyota pulled out. Which, if we look at the facts, we can realize ourselves since it's been missing from already mentioned Assetto Corsa, Grid, or Project Cars. None of which include street racing in any way, shape, or form. And also, Toyota can be found in games such as Forza Horizon, which is all about street racing. Forza tries to cover it up as some sort of festival to create a legal feeling, but you can still ram into traffic, so I don't feel like it's legal at all. And it's even in Forza Horizon 5, which came out this year in 2022. What the case might be is that Forza acquired a super long license for Toyota cars, and once it expires, Toyota won't agree to renew it. And why is Toyota doing all this? Why doesn't Toyota want to be seen in racing games when they have a whole racing department with so much success? Well, it's not all games really. In April of the same year in 2019, Gran Turismo, for example, released an update with the 18th Toyota production car in the game. 18 is a number of cars no game has managed to negotiate with Gran Turismo. And this of course sparked another debate. Does Toyota have an exclusive deal with Gran Turismo? It seems very likely, especially when in their tweets, Toyota always mention Gran Turismo first, or they only mention Gran Turismo. So just like we've seen with Need for Speed having exclusive licenses with Porsche from 2000 to 2016, while other games had to settle for roof, the tables are turning now, and it looks like Gran Turismo is slowly claiming Toyota for itself. Why Toyota is agreeing to do all this is gonna stay a mystery, at least for a while. Whether it's about money or anything else, we won't know for sure until they tell us. A possible reason is that Toyota, being a Japanese company, would naturally partner with Sony, a Japanese company, since all the decisions come from Toyota Japan. While I don't think patriotism is exactly the whole reason, it might be a part of it. Toyota Japan is behind issuing all the licenses, so I don't want to see Toyota leave all the games and stay with one only, especially when Gran Turismo is a PlayStation exclusive, meaning PC players would have no way to play with Toyotas officially, and again, would have to rely on mods to get behind the wheel of the legendary Supra, AE86, or the Chaser, or the Prius. It's a personal preference. Whether Toyotas are in the game is for many players a deal breaker. Don't let Toyotas leave. Please.